Manav Sthali School initiated Manav Suraksha Helpline on 2nd May to provide real-time information on the availability of beds in hospitals, oxygen, plasma, ambulances in Delhi to the ones in need. Manav Suraksha is a student initiative to provide information on COVID-19 resources. The team received an average of 800 calls a day and worked on 5 levels. NewsX proudly recognizes second-rate superhero Deepti A. Bhatnagar and her team.
Today on our show, Second Wave Superheroes, we have Mrs. Dipti A. Bhatnagar, principal of Manav Sthali School, which launched a students' initiative to help people procure COVID-19 resources. Welcome to the show, ma'am.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Can you tell our viewers about the Students' Helpline launched by Manav Sthali School and how the Student Council was formed to help people in such a distressing time?
Yes, so basically I should start with a saying that my chairperson always used to say, Dr. V.K. Bhatnagar. He always told us that we educationists are the nation builders, are the world builders. So end of the day, I think it was a world pandemic and it was time that each one of us should have taken action.
Yes.
And our director, ma'am, Mrs. Mamta V. Bhatnagar, she always encourages us and she's always guided us to do something for the community. And that's what our name of the school stands for, Manav Sthali. So Manav builders. You know, we can have doctors, engineers, but at the end of the day, we should have good humans who can understand their duty towards the society, towards the community. And that was the thought behind it. It was a need of the hour. And so we formed a Manav Suraksha, which was a 24/7 helpline. We started it at end of April and it very actively worked for a month. And I'm glad that we don't get many calls now. We already have a student council formed in our school every year, which is of 11th and 12th students. And we have Anushasat Senani, which are again a set of students who we try and inculcate leadership qualities and everything. So they are from the 9th and 10th. So together, we formed a team of 80 students where some set of students were working as the core team, like Kuvam Sethi, Mohit, Priyanka, there were many. I mean, I wish I could name all of them. And what they were doing was they were collecting data on a real-time basis because what we realized were people were panicking when they were down with corona. They were not able to get beds in the hospitals. They were not able to get medicines on time. They were not able to get ambulances to drive them to hospital. So what our team did was they were trying to contact and call various areas from ambulances to hospitals, to chemists, to people who can come and do x-rays at home, people who could, we could book an appointment for actual CT scan where COVID patients were treated. On a real-time basis. So every day it used to happen so that there are no fake numbers, there are no lost leads in the process. And we were sharing that with anyone who was calling us. And then there was a set of PR team, which is basically students who were actually talking to the patients who were calling us for help. We were just trying to help. So we were practically getting 800 calls a day initially, which is...
coming to this, what are the challenges faced by you as a school principal when these young students as well were going through a lot of distressing time and, to set this entire helpline up and encourage them that it's okay, it's 800 calls a day, we can push it further. So what was your challenge as a school principal?
Frankly, I think there was nothing. I think our students, by grace of our director, ma'am, I think she's inculcated in all of us from the very beginning that we need to give it to the community. And I just had to say that, come on, let's do something, let's give it back. It's time, whoever is well, we must come up front. I think the only challenge we were facing was, we didn't want to float students' personal numbers publicly on, such a big scale, because end of the day, you do get certain fake calls and the numbers can get floated and wrong information in wrong hands. So yes, we had to procure corporate number, which was with lockdown a very, very difficult task. But then again, some of our ex-students helped us to get that in time and then float them. The second issue we were facing was, yes, even though we were doing a real-time check, but end of the day, we couldn't take the guarantee. Our students were calling and they would say that, yes, we have oxygen cylinder, and we would verify it with 2-3 things, but then end of the day, we did face certain times that certain people were not genuine, and that was something which demotivated our students. And we would have daily meetings. I would also like to actually mention, the daily meetings were not done by me; it was done by my team of my teachers, Miss Mukta, Miss Sonia, and Miss Vandana. They were very, very on the feet every time available to those students. And so I would have a weekly meeting while those teachers are having daily meetings. So yes, that was one issue. So students would get demotivated. And ma'am, what do? We want to help this person. And the only way out was that, we can do our bit. And that's we have to draw a line somewhere. And we also had to tell students not to get emotionally attached. I still remember a case which went on for 2-3 days. There was an old lady. She had no one. So she was just panicking. She just kept saying, get me police. And she had no test done. So, it was very difficult to calm her down and for our students not to get emotionally involved. So every time the teachers and I had to counsel them that don't get emotionally attached. Such work has to be done with a very practical frame of mind. Yes, the whole initiative was started on emotional front to do something for the society. But end of the day, you have to be practical when you're doing such jobs. So I think, that was one challenge, kids getting emotional. But then we have a school counselor who, would talk to students and tell them that it's okay. We are doing our bit. So yes, that was one.
Thank you, Mrs. Dipti, for sharing the experiences. We really appreciate the service for the nation you did during such distressing time. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.